Hey guys, Tay here, and I'm very excited to be bringing you information on the final piece of DLC drop number 4 for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It has been confirmed by Treyarch, and as I've been recording this, some more information has come out, so I've had to re-record it, so this is the second time recording. But the DLC is confirmed to be called Apocalypse, and it is coming to you on the 27th of August, so this month, for Xbox users, and of course a month later for PS3 users. And as you would expect, we've got 4 multiplayer maps, and the one Zombies map, which is called Origins, which we saw the trailer for yesterday. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to that in the description and on screen in the annotation as well. And this map pack does look really cool. So I'm going to start off with probably my favourite map from what we've heard of the descriptions. And so the first one I'm going to talk about is Dig, which is a adaptation on the fan favourite courtyard from Call of Duty World at War. So if any of you guys remember that game way from back COD 5, that was one of my favourite maps, and I really hope that they encapsulate the style and feel of that map in this new map. But of course it's not going to be exactly the same because it's an adaptation on it. So the description goes on to say there are 2 archaeological dig sites in Afghanistan which become the perfect playground for combatants eager for hectic, unceasing confrontations. So it looks like a kind of Afghan twist on the courtyard map from COD 5, which is cool. So the second map is called Takeoff, and this is again another twist on the map Stadium from Black Ops 1, which was in the first Strike piece of DLC. I'm not sure whether it's going to be exactly the same or just taking parts from that map as well, but the description says that Takeoff is marooned in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and it is all about close quarters combat, combining tight corners with open spaces for intense encounters, which sounds pretty cool. So now moving on to the next map, which is called Frost, and the description for this is fresh snow meets explosive gunpowder in this snow-capped European city, where the bridge over a frozen canal separates its 2 sides, requiring players to employ multi-level traversal strategies to outsmart and ultimately outshoot their enemies. Easy for me to say. So it looks like that bridge is going to be a massive focal point of the map, with the 2 sides needing the bridge to get over to the other side to kill the other team. Going to be pretty interesting in there. And the final map is called Pod, which is a fallen utopian community from the 70s which has left stacks of dilapidated residential pods nestled into an abandoned cliffside in Taiwan. Its residents have long gone, and the modernist compound now hosts frenetic combat as players must run atop the pods as well as navigate their multi-tiered interiors for a strategic edge. Jeez, these are hard to say. So there are your 4 multiplayer maps. Now moving on to the Zombies Origins map, and we've seen a little bit about it in the video, but not too much about it, what it could actually be. So this is the description for the map. It is the most horrifying and imaginative zombies experience to date. Players will be deployed into dieselpunk-styled World War I era France, where they will encounter the return of the 4 original heroes from the first ever Zombies map. So the first ever Call of Duty 5 Zombies map heroes. The players in that are going to be in this game, which is awesome. And they're going to be accompanied by hordes of zombies that have overrun trenches and fields, as well as the ruins of a mysterious and ancient location. So it's set in France in this mysterious ancient location as well. It goes on to say something about the Germans after discovering the element 115. This is the next chapter in the zombies' legacy, which will explore the origins of how the whole zombie story came about. It then goes on to say using a period-specific arsenal that includes wonder weapons that harness supernatural powers, a diesel drone, a Mark IV tank, as well as a new perk machine and power-ups. And then it also goes on to say that they will need help evading an unprecedented 1,000-foot tall robot abomination. That sounds pretty in-depth, and that sounds pretty epic and massive, and I can't think of a better way for them to end the zombies mode than something absolutely, returning to the roots from COD 5 and just absolutely going for it with this robot, the new perks, new power-ups, new weapons, everything like that is going to be absolutely awesome. That's all the information we've got for now, though, unfortunately. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you do click that like button. It helps me out really loads, and I'll see you all in a bit. Ciao.